Before blessings arrive, there will always be a series of disasters and trials that go against your habitual tendencies in order to test you. This world is nothing but the projection of our thoughts, our patterns of thinking, our ideas, concepts, emotions. Everything we think, say, and do reflected like a mirror in the phenomenal realm. Each person's world is different, even though it seems we all exist in the same time and space. The waves of thought emitted by each individual state of mind, patterns of thinking, and emotions create the unique world in which they live, bringing about their own fortune and misfortune. If a person's mind is peaceful, simple, sincere, and calm, and they treat people, events, and circumstances with whom they share karmic ties with a heart of blessing, then what they encounter and receive in this world will also be peaceful, calm, and blessed. Even in the face of adversity, calamities can turn into blessings, misfortune into good fortune, as if guardian deities were constantly watching over them. Even when disaster seems imminent, at the critical moment, it vanishes. What appears to be misfortune that would cause loss or suffering may instead transform into auspicious circumstances or open a deeper level of wisdom within them. What seems to be a calamity is in reality a wondrous phenomenon that benefits both body and mind. We can draw inspiration from the story of Zhang Liang, the strategist who helped establish the Han Dynasty. Before Zhang Liang achieved success, he once encountered an old man sitting on a large rock. The old man deliberately threw his shoe onto the ground and ordered Zhang Liang to pick it up. At first glance, this appeared absurd. A stranger bullying a young man without reason. The old man said, "Young man, my shoe has fallen on the road. Pick it up for me, please." Zhang Liang, being respectful towards elders, kindly and patiently picked it up and handed it back. Unexpectedly, the old man threw the shoe again and demanded Zhang Liang pick it up once more. Think about it. If an old man treated you so unreasonably, would you remain patient, peaceful, compassionate, and tolerant enough to comply? Most people would laugh at him, scold him for being ridiculous, or at least simply walk away. That would be a normal reaction, the reaction of ordinary people. But Zhang Liang did not react like an ordinary person. His response was extraordinary because he was not an ordinary man. He was wise, spiritually cultivated, and broad-minded. So following the old man's unreasonable orders, he picked up the shoe again and yet again when the old man threw it a third time, still offering it back with respect and composure. From a worldly perspective, this behavior looked like bullying, even humiliation. Yet, Zhang Liang remained humble, patient, and respectful throughout. In truth, the old man was testing Zhang Liang's character and capacity. Zhang Liang passed the test, and as a result, the old man transmitted to him the secret military strategies of Jiang Taigong. Relying on this knowledge, Zhang Liang assisted Liu Bang in defeating Xiang Yu, thus helping to establish the Han Dynasty, becoming its founding strategist. Later, when Liu Bang and Empress Lu executed founding generals out of fear of rebellion, Zhang Liang survived those crises with his wisdom and magnanimity, remaining safe, successful, and at peace for the rest of his life. He was a person of great blessing, compassionate, spiritually wise, and protected by the mysterious workings of the cosmos. This is how the universe operates in a wondrous way. A person whose mind is serene, even in dangerous circumstances, can transform misfortune into fortune, calamity into blessing, and safely pass through life's storms, even in unreasonable adversities or trials. Such a person responds with broad-mindedness. This too is the skillful means by which heaven bestows blessings. When heaven intends to grant true blessings, not superficial ones, but those that open wisdom, foster growth, enable you to serve as an instrument of the divine to guide and teach others, it often comes through karmic trials and seemingly unreasonable tests. Such trials are meant to refine you, to fulfill vows of compassion, to establish virtue, merit, truth, and to help save sentient beings. If you are a bodhisattva who has returned by vow, if you are the one who aspires to enlightenment or one already enlightened, then your karmic conditions in this world are for the sake of sharing and guiding. You must face heaven's trials, tests brought through unreasonable people, events, or circumstances designed to challenge and temper you. When blessings are about to be given, especially if you are virtuous or have profound karmic roots, the trials often run directly against your habitual tendencies. If you always follow your habits, you remain an ordinary person and miss the blessing standing right before you. But if in that moment you become aware, you can go against your habits, allowing your heart to expand without limit. Then you transcend. A truly kind, peaceful, and ever-growing person will constantly examine their own lack of compassion, their narrow-mindedness, and their selfish tendencies. They no longer identify with their past self, their past lack of compassion, their past delusions, their calculating, unwholesome mind.